In 1502, a fleet, unlike any seen before, set sail from Lisbon. This wasn't just another voyage. It was a mission of vengeance, commerce, and crusade, all rolled into one. This was the Fourth Portuguese India Armada, commanded by the legendary Vasco da Gama himself. Returning to the waters that had made him famous, his orders from King Manuel I were crystal clear. Secure Portugal's dominance in the spice trade, punish the city of Calicut for the massacre of Portuguese traders years earlier, and establish a permanent, powerful presence in the Indian Ocean. This epic six-part series will take you on that journey, from the bustling shipyards of Lisbon to the treacherous waters of the Indian Ocean and the climactic confrontations on the Malabar coast. Welcome to the story of the Fourth Armada. To accomplish this daunting task, Portugal assembled its largest and most powerful fleet to date. 20 ships in total, a mix of imposing carracks and swift caravels, were prepared for the long and dangerous voyage. The fleet was divided into 3 squadrons. The main body, 10 ships under Vasco da Gama's direct command, was destined for a second squadron of 5 ships, led by his uncle Vicente Sodré, was tasked with a different mission, to patrol the mouth of the Red Sea and disrupt Arab shipping lanes. A third squadron, also of 5 ships, under Estêvão da Gama, would provide escort and support. This was a statement of intent, a display of naval might designed to intimidate rivals and project Portuguese power across the globe. The journey to India was an ordeal in itself. Setting sail in February 1502, the Armada faced the vast and unpredictable Atlantic. They navigated using the stars and rudimentary instruments, battling storms, scurvy, and the sheer psychological strain of months at sea. After rounding the Cape of Good Hope, a critical milestone, they made their way up the East African coast. Here, da Gama engaged in a mix of diplomacy and force, forging alliances with friendly city-states like Mozambique and Kilwa, and showing no mercy to those who opposed him. These stops were vital for resupplying food and water, gathering intelligence, and reminding everyone of Portugal's arrival. The fleet was a self-contained, mobile fortress, slowly but surely making its way towards its ultimate destination. Upon arriving off the coast of India, Vasco da Gama's mission took a brutal turn. His target was Calicut, ruled by the Zamorin, who he held responsible for the earlier massacre. What followed was not a negotiation, but a campaign of terror. Da Gama's fleet blockaded the city, bombarding it from the sea with overwhelming cannon fire, reducing parts of it to rubble. In one of the most infamous episodes of this era, he captured a pilgrim ship returning from Mecca, the Ark, and, after plundering it, set it ablaze with hundreds of men, women, and children still on board. This act of extreme cruelty was designed to send a chilling message to all of India. Resistance to Portuguese authority would be met with total destruction. With Calicut subjugated and his grim message delivered, da Gama focused on the commercial aspect of his mission. He sailed to the allied ports of Cochin and Cananor, where he loaded his ships with a fortune in spices, pepper, ginger, cinnamon, and cloves, leaving behind a permanent naval patrol under Vicente Sodré to enforce the Portuguese monopoly. The main fleet began its long journey home in early 1503. The return voyage was just as perilous, and several ships were lost, but the majority made it back to Lisbon. They arrived, not just with holds full of precious cargo that would generate immense profits for the crown, but with stories of conquest and dominance that would echo throughout Europe. The Fourth Armada was a turning point. It firmly established Portuguese naval supremacy in the Indian Ocean and laid the foundation for a century of colonial and commercial dominance. The immense profits from the spice trade funded the Portuguese Golden Age, but it came at a tremendous human cost. The brutal tactics employed by Vasco da Gama set a precedent for European colonial violence, and forever changed the political and economic landscape of the East. The legacy of the Fourth Armada is complex and controversial, a story of ambition, discovery, wealth, and unimaginable brutality. It's a critical chapter in the age of exploration and the rise of global empires. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this series, be sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into history.